Good morning, everybody. My name is Barry Schwartz, and this is the Search Buzz video recap. Today is Friday, July 18th, and this is the search news we covered over at the Search Engine Roundtable at seroundtable.com. Today we got the June 2025 Google Core Update finished. Google updated its local ranking documentation. Google AI Mode now supports Gemini 2.5 Pro. And we have Google's AI calling local businesses for pricing, plus a lot more. So definitely stay tuned. And of course, I'd like to thank our sponsor, Yahoo Search. Yahoo knows the way people are searching is changing. And as one of the top search engines in the US, with hundreds of millions of users, Yahoo Search is constantly evolving to deliver a simplified, innovative, and helpful search experience. Yahoo Search gives you quick, AI-powered summaries, plus AI chat when you want to dig deeper. Whether it's news, finance, sports, shopping, or instant answers, get connected with what you need. Check out Yahoo Search, and thank you so much for sponsoring. Okay, so first up, the June 2025 Core Update finished rolling out. It finished yesterday early morning, around 4 a.m. Eastern. It took about 16 and a half days to fully roll out. I have a core video update video right before this one, which I'll include at the end of this video, so definitely take a look at that. It finished on July 17th. It started on June 30th. This was big. I think there were even some partial helpful content update recoveries, which is great to see. We haven't had more updates more often, but you definitely want to take a look at this update. Make sure to check your rankings at this point to see if you saw your average position go up or down for your main keywords or not. You could quickly use a Delta report in the Google Search Console to see that. But this was a significant update, and it took about 16 and a half days to roll out, and it's now completely done. As I said, it was even significantly volatile over the weekend through the actual completion of the core update. In fact, it still seems somewhat very, very high today. So I'm not exactly sure what's going on, but the sensors are pretty significant over the past couple days, even throughout today. So it's unclear if it's fully finished rolling out, but it does seem to be finished rolling out according to Google. So I hope you all did well with this core update, and I have more information about this in my previous video, and I hopefully do more analysis about it in the coming days. Google announced this week that Google AI Mode got an upgrade. It's now going to be powered by Gemini 2.5 Pro, but only way to get that is to be a Google AI subscriber. Using AI Pro or AI Ultra subscribers only get this right now. I assume we'll roll out to other people in the future. As I said, and it's new, I don't understand why Google wouldn't roll this out to everybody. If Google's in the race to be the best AI search engine, why not deliver the best to everybody immediately so they see the best, as opposed to just giving it to paid subscribers? I get it costs money, but Google has a lot of money and you need to win this race. But I don't know, making people subscribe to search doesn't seem like the way it should be, but maybe it is. I mean, that's how ChatGPT releases new models. That's a lot of people release new models. That being said, they also upgraded Deep Search to Gemini 2.5 as well, and there's a lot of buzz about it. I haven't really played with it because I'm not a subscriber for that, so I don't know. I can't give you my true thoughts about that. And then on Google AI Mode, also, Google seems to be either there's a bug or maybe testing, but I assume this is a bug where they have AI Mode link-only cards, where they're only showing link cards, like the 10 blue links. This is spotted by a number of people. Shyam and other people noticed this as well over the years. Tamara Helgren, and a bunch of other people noticed this as well. But it seems weird, and I'm not sure why this happens, but it's just a way that maybe when Google's not able to actually generate the AI answer, it will just show the cards, which it usually just shows on the right-hand side, but it could show them over on the middle if they can't generate the answer. Weird bug. Google AI Overviews is now showing many, many videos in the AI Overviews and some queries. Gag and Gorta spotted this. They were showing short videos and maybe a singular video at the end, but now for some queries, they could show like 3, 4, 5, 10 videos in a single AI Overview answer, which is pretty weird, but I guess who's going to want to watch a video? I don't know, but they jumped to the actual section, so we'll see. Google Discover, as we reported about a couple months ago, was testing showing AI summaries for this Google Discover results, which I don't like back then, don't like now. And according to TechCrunch, Google has confirmed it is actually rolling out fully in the US. So now when you see Google Discover results, you're scrolling through them, you're less likely to click because you're going to see the summary of the article before you actually click on it, which I guess is good for a searcher maybe, but this is horrible for publishers. And now it's officially rolling out. Google Search Console launched a new 24-hour comparison view. So now when you go to the Google Search Console performance report, you click on the More tab, and you click on Compare. There's two new options there. At the top, compare last 24 hours to previous period, and compare last 24 hours to week over week. So there, it's useful. It gives you some more information there, and it's a pretty useful tool that you can now do with directly in Google Search Console. Google actually also said they actually improved the freshest data, so hopefully that helps a lot of people as well. John Mueller said that sites that are barely indexed by Google can sometimes mean that Google is not convinced of the site overall. He basically said if it's technically sound and hosted on a good platform, he said that it might be a sign, basically mean a quality sign. And he goes into then saying if the content's off topic to the main topic, why you're writing about this. Again, you have to convince Google you're on that topic, stay in your lane, and so forth. But again, John Mueller said this again. It's been a while since he said this, so I figured I'd cover it again. But he said this numerous times over the years, but just been a while since he actually said that. And then to make things even more confusing with the core update finishing and rolling out this past week, Google has some type of bug or something with Google Core Web Vitals in the Google Search Console report, where around July 10th or so, 11th, there's a drop in the number of certain types of reported URLs, good URLs, and it needs improvement URLs. John Mueller said it's normal, it's nothing new, although Barry Pollard from Google says there may be some type of issue. I'm not exactly sure what's going on with that. Again, I wouldn't focus too much on it. It's not a huge deal for rankings, has absolutely nothing to do with core updates or any significant relation to actually rankings at all. But just keep in mind that if you see that, a lot of people are seeing that as well. And then Google Search Console released their Search Analytics API with a new metadata to show kind of incomplete data points for fresh data. So now they'll give you two new fields, two new values. One is first incomplete hour, and the second is first incomplete date. So this way you know what's incomplete and what's not. It's good for the API tools and it's good for the tools that use the API and for you that use the API to know that information. Google has updated its merchant return policies and loyalty program policies documentation. There's a bunch of changes there. And basically Google said this is just to remove unclarities in the documentation examples. So definitely take a look at those changes if you are doing any of those types of merchant center stuff. And then on the local ranking side, Google has vastly updated its Google local rankings documentation. It seems like to mostly clarify it, but the prominence section was really pared down to be very, very simplified. I would definitely recommend if you're in the local SEO space or SEO space, read the new document, compare it to the old document. I have both of them. I posted about them on July 15th. There's a comparison there. OMG National spotted this change. But if you look at it, and I agree with Joy Hawkins and Mike Blumenfeld, it doesn't seem like a lot was changed fundamentally with it. So it does seem like it was just a content update in terms of what was changed and not much more. Like it doesn't seem like any ranking factors specifically were changed. And then on the Google local service ad side, reviews are now going to be managed on the Google business profile side. We knew this was coming, had heard about this for I think over a year now, maybe less than a year, I don't know. But now Anthony Higman and a bunch of people said they got notices from Google basically showing that this happened, this change happened, where now all your Google local business service reviews are now in your Google business profiles. And Google actually said this started on July 11th. I think it happened on July 10th because I got a tip from somebody privately saying all my local service ad reviews are now showing on my business profiles. That being said, the star ratings and number of views can sometimes affect how local businesses are ranked and so forth, and this may change all of that because now you have those local reviews from local service ads, LSAs, now in your business profiles, which could actually have an impact there going forward. So keep that in mind. If you did local service ads and you had reviews there, it may have impacted your main core business profile. Google also launched with its AI mode news about Gemini 2.5 a feature that will now call businesses using AI to get pricing. So if you want to know how much it will cost to get an oil change or to get pet grooming, it will call local businesses for you using AI, get like the next available appointments, how much it costs, all the details, and then send you an email with those details. This looks like a feature. I think you have to be subscribed to get this as well. I don't see this yet. But it looks like the Ask For Me feature, which Google announced a couple months ago, which actually sometimes works. Shyam also showed some screenshots of how that worked and so forth. It's a neat feature. I don't think this is good for businesses because it just takes up their time and could actually remove the human level of them interacting with their local community. But it is there, and it seems like this might be the future here. Google Business Profiles appeal tool now will show the reason for the rejection, which is very, very useful. Syed Emamir Hassan noticed this. He said, I just noticed that Google is now showing the reason for rejecting appeals in the Google Business Profile appeal tool. So it's pretty interesting there. Here's a screenshot of that. And then Google Business Profiles is also showing the status of your requested edit. So if you make an edit to your Google Business Profile and you're like, what's going on? Where is the status of that edit? You can now use the new Google Business Profile check status, edit status feature. This is spotted by OMG National as well. Nice find there. Here's a screenshot of that as well. And the Google Business Profiles is now asking during the setup process for your texting or WhatsApp number as opposed to asking it later. This is spotted by CMM Amir Hassan. Again, this is during the startup process. This is not new per se, but it's now in the startup process when you actually create a new Google Business Profile. Google Ads is now, this is kind of wild, where if you get a Google Ads recommendation, Google will email you that recommendation. And if you are in Gmail, if you don't have to even actually click on the email, you can actually try to click on the email and it will give you this like apply extension, which automatically applies that recommendation without you actually having to actually click in to see it. Very scary. This is spotted by Jill Saskin Gales, who posted about this on LinkedIn. Also Hannah, who's notified me that this is on PPC newsfeed. So nice find there. Very, very dangerous. Be careful with that. I would try to stay away from that if possible. And then Google Ads has this new expandable summary row that shows feed versus asset metrics. This is spotted by Mike Ryan, who said a expandable summary row has been added to the Google beta channel performance report, which is very helpful in getting an overview of your feed-based versus your asset-based metrics. Super interesting there. Nice find there, Mike. And then Google Ads may be starting to roll out smart bidding explorations to some advertisers. This is spotted by Maximilia. Actually spotted. He's a Google Ads rep who said this is rolling out now to those who are using T-ROAS. And it's really great, he said, so you should actually test it. Again, this is Google Earth saying it's really great, so definitely test this new smart bidding exploration. It's a new bidding update. Google said it's the biggest bidding update they haven't ever in a long time. So definitely take a look at that and test it yourself. Just don't go by Google's words. And then finally, for scary news, Google Ads change history report can show ghost users. This is notified us by Samara Hart, who said she's seeing ghost users in their Google change report. All it says is AdWords administrator, but it's not saying who actually made that change. This is also, I spotted this months ago on Reddit. A lot of people are asking what's up with this. I asked Google, haven't heard back at all. I hope they're investigating and will get back to us, but I have not heard back on this change. In any event, thanks so much for listening to this Search Buzz video recap. My name again is Barry Schwartz, and this is a search news you cover of the Search Engine Roundtable at listingroundtable.com over the past week. Again, thanks to Yahoo Search for sponsoring. Definitely check them out and give them a try. Everyone have a great, safe weekend, and I'll see you guys next. Goodbye.